welcome to it's a special energetic wellness. I am Tamara Jean, your awakening mentor and wellness astrologer here on High Vibe TV. Thank you so much for joining me and for your patience. I know I've taken a little longer in between videos, just going through massive clearing myself. And I mean, quite honestly, I just threw on a little bit of mascara and that's it and called it good. A little bit of lip balm, just massive clearing. And but it's very strange. It's that my channeling is very clear, and then everything outside of that is going through processing. And so it's a really interesting experience. And I have this video. This is Healing Soul Frequencies on YouTube, and I was drawn to it immediately as there's like, it's almost like little Merkabas, right? And some sacred geometry. And then of course we have the fish and all of the gold energy and like the sparkling. And it is encoded with 432 hertz, 741 and 963. Right, so this is balancing and harmonizing of body, mind, left and right hemispheres of the brain, and then just a nice balancing frequency. And then we have the 741 solfeggio for cleansing, detoxification, and especially that does correspond to the throat center. And we have the 963 God frequency connecting you to higher self, source, and higher planes of consciousness. And I have been tuning into, and this is going to be more of a channeled video rather than kind of going into specific astrological transits and so on, and and how that gets expressed through the body, because of been really tuning into the energy of the cosmos and the 6 planetary body alignment that we have, that's opening up this energetic portal on the 25th. And so this will be for the next few days, through up until or right before I'll do a separate or a new video come the new moon in Aquarius and the Chinese New Year. And so I know we're going into the year of the snake, but this fish felt very prominent in the way of, I believe a lot of people are experiencing energy of the North Node and Neptune in Pisces, and how so many are experiencing weird dreams and kind of feeling things deeper, or perhaps being more emotional, and things that are rising up from the deeper depths of the subconscious, and having more lucid experiences perhaps in the dream world, or right beyond the physical realm, and how there's also redefinings of ideals and also in the belief system within our structure, and diving into these darker, more hidden aspects in our psyche. So I feel like there's a lot of energy with that, and approaching this planetary alignment, which I'm sure is, going to be stunning in the sky. So if you're able to, of course, get out and, I've been watching it, the planets, get closer and closer and come into alignment, and it's really spectacular to see. So if you get an opportunity to go outside and see that, or if you have a telescope, I know, you know, some of the more further out planets are harder to see with the naked eye, but it's still amazing nonetheless. And I have read that it doesn't happen again until 2040. And I am what has been coming through in connection to this planetary body alignment is the last alignment, or an alignment that we had was in the first part of, I believe it was the first part of 2004. And I feel an energetic connection there. And so perhaps for you to reflect to what was going on at that time, and perhaps what any, I would say, similar themes or patterns from that point in time to now. And because there's a lot of different points of view that are available, or perceiving, like a shift in perception of things that is enabling you to, with that new perception, to have a deeper healing and transform the energy, especially with the sun in gate 41, in the gate of imagination in the root, right, which is a center for that growth, expansion, evolution, and it being grounded in the earth in 31 in the throat, in the gate of influence. And that gate 41, where the sun is at, and that actually connects to the emotions center in the human design chart. And so it does relate to both the feelings of like pleasure or fantasy, right? That would be, let's say, because Neptune is in the emotions center in gate 36 of the crisis resolution and solving emotional issues. That it's been there for quite some time, right? And it had moved out, and then it moved back in, and has been there, having us go into those deeper waters and getting into in touch with the emotions, and also being able to learn to navigate in those deeper emotions, right? But with clarity, right? It's been a learning experience for sure. And, but resulting in not only like the skill in doing that, because I feel like this year, and going into this yin wood snake Chinese year, that is going to bring about a more internal shedding, like being able to go deeper into the layers, because the energy is softer yet very powerful healing and transformation. So in that kind of opening up the gates to that with this planetary alignment this weekend, it's how I see. And you know, that gate of influence that's grounding us, where the earth is in the throat, is natural gifts of a director, like guiding groups, projects, and that thing. So staying connected in the expression as well, and how we are expressing ourselves, and to also be, sorry, it's part of my clearing. I'm very itchy is part of my process. So if you see me itching a lot, it's a lot right here. That's what that is. So this connection in with the emotion center, and being able to navigate. And so when like moving through any illusion or deception, right? A shadow veil, let's say, and being able to pierce through that, as you may have been noticing. And I know I have, and my husband, and then also my clients, and it's been coming up in our sessions, that of the large birds, like birds of prey, that normally fly very high, seem to have come down and are perched low, or they're coming in and swooping in into your like line of vision, or you may be seeing them on the ground, like unusually so. And right, in the different birds, of course, translate into different messages. So to pay attention to which ones they are, if you are resonating with this and having these experiences. These birds are connected directly to source and the spirit realm, and they're bringing it into, and I feel like that's part of this energy we're moving into with this planetary alignment this weekend, and then moving into new moon Aquarius, new lunar year of the snake. And like it's bringing the spiritual, and of course North Node Pisces, the spiritual into the physical realm, right? And it's going to be a whole new experience over the course of this nodal cycle and this year, but bringing that and really interweaving it into our physical experience, and of course the information and the messages from the higher realms into our conscious awareness here. And so I'm seeing a lot of that, and there is messages of like the old, like decay, you know, the energy, the structures, everything that is old and has died, right? We've been going through that like death and decay phase, which of course there will still be that of the old continuing, but we're also very much in a place of healing and transformation, that I feel that with that year of the snake coming in, and the regeneration and like creation energy to what you do want to create, especially when we go into Neptune into Aries, and then Saturn into Aries, like all the major placements, you know, Pluto already being in Aquarius. I know Uranus will be changing, right? And Jupiter, of course, is going to change signs this summer too. That there's a lot of creative, visionary energy as well with that is going to be coming in this year. But it's like it all starts right here. And that's part of where the sun is and has been for just the last few days, and will continue to be for a couple more days, like 2-3 days, and before it moves, at least in the current human design transit. And it's at that point in that gate of imagination that is the starting line for all physical experiences. And that's why I've been talking about in my latest videos, emphasizing more on the starting line of your creation, right, outside of time and space in your field, and then the transmission that has to make through all of the layers, right, to come into the physical mind and body, and for the physical expression, right, manifestation to come into form. And was I going? Well, where was I going with that? I'm going to go ahead and, right, so utilizing, so there's a lot of clearing and with the emotions, and that the emotions are, because you may be more emotional than usual, may experience waves of emotions, waves of perhaps anxiety or that, or feeling overwhelmed, feeling vulnerable. These you may be experiencing in waves as the energy waves come in. What it looks like and how I am seeing this energy come into like our field is like a mist, but it has all of these sparkling like diamond sparkles within the mist. And so it is coming in and very like wavy, very flowy. And will be, I'm hearing, will be dispersed accordingly as we are in a state of reintegration with these higher frequencies, our higher self and higher planes of consciousness integrating. So if you haven't, if you're one that has, usually is getting a lot of information or downloads, in the way that you operate, in that way, like with your third eye and your vision. And if that has been like it's been turned off or, right, it's been disrupted, it is in purpose of, there is a balancing harmonization between the pituitary and the pineal, which is ruled by the divine masculine and the divine feminine. This is going to be the magician in the front, the blind seer in the back. And so front and back, the third eye, there is, because it's been very much the front of the third eye, a focus on the front, and but more of the creation, right? That's where the focus has to shift into the creation rather than the manifestation. So bringing and shifting your awareness and focus of energy into the creation and allowing that to come forward and reveal itself, right? This is coming from within. And this, it's been a process for many, myself included, and it's going to be a very big process for, the greater collective over this next 18 months. And so I'm hearing like to relax, right? And this to relax, you're trying to relax your body, therefore relaxing your channel, right? And to trust and this rest and allow the integration process, because you've done a lot of work and it needs to integrate. And because then there's activation and there is change that is beginning with this energy as this portal opens and moves in through with the new moon and Chinese New Year. So for this weekend, and as it moves through and the energies come through this particular alignment, and it's going to frequencies that are going to move into like the different areas within the body and within your life, like in your reality, and there's a point of reflection into which planetary body and what it represents, and to ask the question in how that relates to you, and also where that anchors and expresses through your body. So there is a bit of conscious work here in connecting with each of the planets that are involved in this alignment, where it is anchoring in your body that needs, is bringing the awareness of the message that and is meant for you, and how that is showing up for you as you ask the question that pertains to the energetics of, so let's say Venus, for example, in, about your relationships, about your creative, like artful, right? Your aesthetic, your finances, Saturn with your structure and your work, and, all of the different planetary characteristics. And then you want to, because of the opportunity that we're experiencing with this energy, not only with creating, but it's going to be right in a new way, and creating something very new, based on, it is something that your soul has desired. So it's not new in that way. It is a new way that you are experiencing it, right? As the human you is experiencing it, and changing how you connect and create, if that makes sense. So that is in utilizing this energy, right, to its fullest this weekend. Going to see, so you may experience physically, right, the different areas that the planetary bodies correspond to in your body, and depending on where your attention is needed, and like according to your blueprint and alignment and design of where that is landing, right, in your unique blueprint. So, and if you would like a report on that, send me your birth information. You can click on my website on there's like elemental reports, the fire signs, the water signs, earth signs, air signs. Can just click on one of those, and and sending me your information on how this planetary alignment is landing in your blueprint and in your body. So if that resonates with you, feel called. So just click on the element that expresses you, I guess is the best way to put that. I'll put the link below. And let's see what else. So there's very deep processes happening. Let's see what essential oils. We've got lemon, okay, which is going to bring some clarity. This is the oil of focus. And and it does say clarity on there. How about that? And being present, right? This is clearing the mental body. There's a lot connected with the emotional body at this time, and the astral body, as the astral body contains like all of how your relationships to people, places, things, situations, and of the past. It either attracts or repels these relationships. And so that holds a lot of information. And so we want to, right, stay clear in like all the noise, because there's so much in the collective right now. We want to, and we're getting more sensitive. So you may be picking up on things and energies that are not even near you, but you're picking it up and tuning it in, especially with, I feel like, Neptune, you know, I feel like that's part of the North Node, Neptune energy. And so lemon helping to keep things clear so you can listen to your intuition, and jasmine, right? So that being an oil of intimacy and bringing that deeper connection and into your inner feminine energy, and getting more in tune with you, and exploring that. Got the Rebecca Campbell deck here of Work Your Light Oracle. Just pull some cards for this portal weekend. Planetary body. Unbound. So yes, very much so. Get that clear. But there we go. Unbound. And we are certainly doing that, releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. And so definitely as this water energy comes through, we are releasing. That's a lot of this deep healing and reframing, transformation work that is taking place. So listening to the 432, you know, the frequencies that are in this video, and releasing ourselves. And I always, after doing processes with my clients, update the personal records to reflect those processes, and then align your life. Yep, right, that is happening, right? All of this to have you in align, getting more and more in alignment with your higher self and soul, and with your divine will, right? And we're seeing like what's not aligned and what needs to change. And that's what I feel like tuning into each planetary body within the alignment this weekend, and then where that's landing in the body is going to bring, like where you're feeling it is going to bring information, and where there's I have been hearing the term in my own channeling of biofilm. So like a biofilm in your field, and that creating the biofilm in your body. So lots and I could go on and on, right? Lots and lots. But so to tune in, really tune into each planetary body in the alignment this weekend, and be asking the question, and that's going to give you some information, and there's growth and expansion, and be able to gain more clarity and get into greater alignment, and move in the direction, right, that is aligned for you. I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. And again, I will put the link below if you would like to receive a report in reflection of the planetary bodies and this alignment, and how it is influencing your blueprint. and your body. And I will see you before, for the new moon and new lunar year of the snake. Have a wonderful weekend.